So I have just come back from my PT session, and before I jump in the shower I'm going to make my breakfast. I'm going to film a what I eat in a day today. As I said in my last video, obviously I'm doing calorie counting now, so I'm just going to sort of show you what I eat in a day whilst calorie counting. I am making baked oats for breakfast. I'm making Biscoff baked oats with like a melt in the middle centre, so I just thought I'd show you what I do for these. So in here I have 40 grams of oats. I just use these Scottish porridge oats from Sainsbury's. I've got 10 grams of protein powder. Protein powder isn't essential when making baked oats. Like, I've made it plenty of times without protein, but for me, because I'm working out a lot, I like to add protein, like a bit of extra protein in my meals where I can, and also it just helps keep me fuller for longer. So yeah, so I always add this to my baked oats now. But yeah, don't worry if you don't want to add it, like if you don't want the extra calories or whatever, you don't have to, but I literally just add 10 extra grams to my baked oats. I've also got in a teaspoon of baking powder, and now I'm literally just going to blitz all that together before mixing it with my other ingredients. So in here I've got 40 grams of mashed banana. I only ever use about half of a banana, which is about 40 or 50 grams. And I'm just going to add in a teaspoon of cocoa powder with that, and then some almond milk, 100 mils, and then I'll add in my oats and protein powder combo. I also forgot to mention I add in some skinny syrup. Well, it's just a sugar-free syrup. I always add this to my baked oats. You can use any flavour you want. I just use this biscuit flavour, which I got from Skinny Food Co. So you can literally add whatever you want. You can add sweetener, whatever you like to just add a bit of sweetness. So as I said, I'm making melt in the middle Biscoff oats. So for my sort of melt in the middle centre, I've got 15 grams of Biscoff spread and 15 grams of Philadelphia. So I'm just going to mix that together, and then I will add it to the centre of the baked oats. So I've just got a little small like ramekin style dish here. I've added half of the baked oats like mix. Then I've added my Biscoff centre, and then I'm just going to pour the rest of the baked oats on top. So this is what they look like before they go in the oven. I've just added the rest of the mix on top, making sure that the Biscoff centre is all covered. And then I've added half of a crumbled Biscoff biscuit on top. And now I'm going to cook them in the oven for about 15 minutes. I like to cook them on quite a low heat. I'm cooking them on about 160, just because I like mine to be quite soft and melty. I don't like my oats to be too overdone, so I'll show you what they look like when they come out. So this is what they look like when they come out of the oven. These are 404 calories in total, and about 350 calories if you don't have the protein powder. But yeah, I'm just going to show you what the inside looks like. Delicious. So you can see that nice melty centre. So yeah, this is literally what it looks like close up as well. So I'm just about to have a little snack this morning. It's just coming up quarter to 11, and I was given some of these this month in my deguster box. So for this 20 gram bag, they are 86 calories. So it's just a nice little snack to have like mid-morning. I would usually have like these or a rice cake. Well, not these, or something like this, or a rice cake at about this sort of time. Yeah, I just like to have a little snack mid-morning because it just keeps me going until lunchtime. Around 10:30, quarter to 11, I always get a little bit peckish, so I just have something small. And then I like to go for a walk on my lunch break. So about 12, half 12, I go for about a half an hour, 40-minute walk, and then I usually come back and have my lunch. So I've just been for my walk. I just done a 20-minute walk today, and now I'm having some lunch. We went to Costco last night, and I grabbed some sushi. Like, it was just pre-made in there. So I'm not sure on the exact calories, but I've got a similar mix from one that I usually get from M&S, which is about 240 to 250 calories. So I'll just show you this. So yeah, so it's just a mix. There's some salmon, prawn, and then some crab ones. I've got 5 pieces here, and that will fill me up quite a lot. So probably have this now and then maybe a little bit of a snack later on before I go to my exercise class this evening. Thought I'd get some dinner prep now. I'll prep most of it and then Daniel will probably finish cooking it whilst I'm at class. So I will include like the recipe details here, but I might not be able to show the full step by step. But we are having beef satay skewers with like a peanut butter like dipping sauce, and we're just gonna have it with rice and veg. So I will show you the ingredients now for the beef, and then I'll let you know the ingredients for the sauce a bit later on. So I'm just using these two like medallion steaks. I've just like sort of flattened them out so they were a bit thinner, removed the fat, and then I've just cut them into like bite-sized sort of chunks. And I've added a tablespoon of this PB Fit powder, a tablespoon of curry powder, and then also a tablespoon of soy sauce, and I've literally just mixed it all up. And I'm going to leave that to marinate in the fridge, and we will just cook this later, like once I'm back from class. And the sauce will also just take like 2 minutes to prep. I would also prep the sauce now, but I just realised we don't have any coconut milk, so I'm going to have to grab some of that whilst I'm out. But yeah, I will show you that later on. So I'm back from my, I'm back from my exercise class, and I'm just finishing off dinner. Daniel didn't end up doing it because he was out sorting something out with his van. I've just put the beef on the skewers and finished off my like satay sauce. So for the satay sauce, I've got 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 2 tablespoons of sweet chili sauce, a tablespoon of the PB Fit powder, the one that I coated the beef in earlier, and I've got 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and then just some 50 mils of this coconut milk, which is like a coconut drink. And I'm going to leave that for now, and then when I'm ready to serve I will just warm this through on the hob. I've got my beef skewers here which are just waiting to go on. They'll take a couple of minutes each side because the beef, I don't like mine too overdone, so I'm literally going to do it for like 2 minutes each side. And when I popped into Sainsbury's to grab the coconut milk, I noticed they had these. So it's just some chicken gyoza, I don't even know if I said that correctly, and for a third of the pack it's 96 calories, and I've still quite a few calories left today because of I didn't end up having a snack, so I bought these to have with dinner. I've also got my rice on there and just some veggies which I'm just stir frying. For my rice I use 100 grams of dried rice for 2 of us. I just get a pan of water boiling. Once the water's boiling, add the rice, turn the heat right down, and then cook it for 12 minutes. Once it's cooked, I then just rinse it through a sieve with some kettle water, like boiling kettle water, and it always turns out perfectly. I just leave it to one side once it's done. So the rice is done. I've drained it, poured over some kettle water, sprinkled it with some salt, and now I'm just going to leave it to one side with a tea towel over the top just to get rid of any of the other moisture. So I've just cooked the beef in a frying pan for a couple of minutes on each side, and I also just threw in the gyoza as well. I've done them for 3 minutes each side, and the skewers for 2 minutes each side. And this is it completely finished. So I've got the satay, I've just served that on the rice, and I've done it with veggies as well. And this whole portion works out at about 650 calories with the gyoza. If you didn't have it with that, it would be 580.